It actually tells you.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Keeps track.
Hello.
It tells you who it is and tells you the targets and how long.
That's cool.
Good evening, Dawn. Glad to see you tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a wonderful 4th. Everybody came back with all their digits.
Most of them. I think so. I think I started with 10.
Yeah. Well, if not, you're just back to the rest of us now, Aiden.
Hey, you know.
Fantastic. Well, it's good to have everybody here. Unfortunately, no Zahad this evening, that day. Hope he gets to feeling better. It's hot. It's very, very hot in Oklahoma right now. And only going to get worse. So,
Unfortunately.
So let's just go ahead and get into it. Aiden, what's going on Red Dirt RPG?
Yeah. So we'll start off with what released Monday, which was Wayfinder Legends, episode. I believe this is their 4th. Yeah, 4th. Yep. Let Goblin Dogs Lie, which I'm assuming has something to do with goblins, just judging by the title. I've listened to the first episode finally, which it was a pretty interesting cliffhanger. With a fire being started, but I have not gotten that far yet, have not really had time, but I plan on catching up at some point. As for Tuesday, we had Keys from the Golden Vault, episode 57, Orientation on the Murder Express, in which our thieves are still making their way through this multiversal train type thing, and come across a murder that has happened on the train. As
I didn't do it.
As Michael Cross tries to figure out what a motive is, and he really does struggle with that. So if you're interested in seeing him struggle with that, that's where you go this week. As for the main podcast, which released today and Sunday for our patrons, was episode 87, The Play's the Thing, in which it is the final day of the Carnival of Luck and Fortune, and everything is leading up to the play, which may or may not go the way they expect. So, that is all. I believe there is actually a plausible deniability tomorrow, because they did not have one last week, although I'm not completely sure. Other than that, I think that might be it. I know we have the Blue Note event coming up. I forget what the date for that is. Andrew might know. 23rd. So 23rd, Blue Note event. Be there. It's gonna be a fun time, like always. Make sure to order your food, because I believe that's the only way you can get actual food. But yeah, that's gonna be tons of fun. I think we're still doing the where the cast plays as the monsters versus the tables. So it's gonna be very interactive, very fun. It's gonna be a blast. So other than that, I think that's all for Red Dirt news. Yeah.
There's one big one that kind of ties in with Tim. Monday is our odd 15th month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll let Tim go a little bit more into that as he's talking about our Patreon.
Yeah. If you like Andrew's saying, one of the benefits of the perks, if you like what you see here, or if you like Wayfinder Legends, or if you want to see the escapades of the Keys of the Golden Vault crew, the Red Dirt Outlaws, or you just follow along with the normal podcast or us here, you can go to patreon.com/reddirtdnd, and you can show your support there. If you go there, if you throw us a couple bucks every other month, and this month is one of the months, we have a patron hangout. So you can, it's on Monday the 15th. Is that what you said, Andrew? I think it's right. Yeah. So
always on the 15th.
7 o'clock. Yeah. So because if you throw us a couple bucks, you get access to the Discord server, and all the info is usually on there under general announcements, but it'll kind of tell when those are coming up. But aside from that, and again, that's a fun time. You get to, and hopefully we get to meet some of the Wayfinder Legends peeps. Maybe that would be fun if they showed up. We can hear more about what they've been doing over there. But otherwise, you get to talk to them. If you do join the Patreon, you get the main podcast 4 days early. You get access to the full deep dive, the roundtable that goes over the last 4 episodes of the podcast, and you also get like quarterly little gifts, like little T-shirts or minis or things like that. So, it's a lot of fun. And shout out to Wayfinder Legends. I was able to listen to the last episode today. It's nice. I honestly, it's nice having videos like this, but I do like the podcast where I can just listen to it as I'm doing, something else I'm listening. but I'm feeling those Anara barbarian vibes. So I think they're all doing a great job over there. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Being a barbarian myself,
give a shout out to Scott Wise.
Oh yeah,
won the contest for most correct identifications of who was playing what. I felt like a fish out of water because I don't know Pathfinder classes.
Me and you are the same boat there. I was looking at them. I was like, "What is a magus?
What's a magus?
What's a magus? I knew what a witch was. I did know what a witch was, and I was pretty sure that Brooke was playing a witch with how much that cat was being talked about throughout everything.
So Fallen is a witch. I need to look at that. She is a witch. Okay.
Yeah. She is a witch.
I have played both of those classes only in Pathfinder. I did a magus as my first one and did a witch as my second one. So I'm sad I missed whatever you're talking about.
The only class I've played is rogue in Pathfinder.
But they've got a lot of classes that kind of look and sound similar very early on. So, but congratulations to him. He won an STWay gift card, if I remember correctly, $25 to get some wonderful merch, whether that be clothes or dice or other paraphernalia. So
it's very cool.
Michael, you want to talk about the other one?
Well, while we're talking about merch already, if you feel like getting some Red Dirt D&D merch, you can achieve that by going to our website at reddirtdnd.com. Up at the top, you'll see a little tab that says merch. Click on that. It'll redirect you to our merch store. There you can find drinking vessels, hats, short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, and hoodies, all emblazoned with various varieties of Red Dirt D&D signage and or emblems. And that way you can throw a little bit of money to us, support what we do here, and will help us to bring you the prime product we got here and help us to come out to shows and cons where we can meet you in person. And that also lets you show your fandom to everyone out there and spread what we do here to everyone else. So if you feel like throwing us a dime and getting something for your trouble so you can show your fandom, there you go.
Awesome. Fantastic. And the shirts are comfortable.
They are.
Very comfy. Is MiracleCon coming up? Is that our next one?
Yes, MiracleCon in August, sometime in August. I believe it's our next con. Yeah.
Yep, that's a one day con in North Edmond.
And,
a lot of fun.
And all proceeds go to the Children's Miracle Network, right?
Yep.
It's a what do you call it? A charity con.
Yep.
So we'd love to see you guys come and participate.
Yeah, lots and lots of fun. They have food trucks out front for food for in the con. They have a raffle. Gaming. There'll be Adventures League there as well. Go ahead.
I also know last year they had Star Wars cosplayers, the Oklahoma battalion people, because my grandmother got a picture with Darth Vader. She didn't know who he was, but she said he was tall, dark, and handsome.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
And she sent the picture to her boyfriend to make him jealous.
I had forgotten that.
The only correct response is saying Darth Vader if you don't know him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's beautiful.
All right. With that, we're going to go into thank our sponsors. Jess. We're working on that. All right. We've got a couple of things potentially in play to get rid of the echo. But yeah, it's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
But then they won't be able to hear you the entire episode, Nasara. That might work too. Anyways, so we're gonna go and thank our sponsors, STWay Gaming and Pro Laser Cuts, and then go into recap and opening credits, and then we'll be back. We'll see you guys in about 2 minutes.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.
Last time on Mysteries of Vyatryx, the group collected themselves and opened the hidden trap door they discovered. After descending several stories down, they reached the bottom of a marshy cavern. Our adventurers attempted to sneak through the squelching swamp, but soon found themselves assailed by undead emerging from the muck. As more combatants rise, the group must make a decision to stay and fight or to flee and seek shelter in the large building in the distance. Join us as we find out what happens next on Mysteries of Vyatryx.
Alrighty, and we are back.
Andrew, I have a request for a short. I don't know if it'd be funny, but just every time I have to slap the microphone. I think a collage of those would be funny. Only if you can see the microphone.
That'd be a lot to go through.
And you gotta have that silly circus music in the background, like da 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 da.
Yeah, no. We might see what we can do. It takes some editing, but I'm sure we can find enough of
Video
those.
to 50,000 likes.
Fantastic. Well, as we come back in, we are still in a fight as our group has been in a swamp, and undead have begun emerging out of it, and it is a Melt's turn to start off with as we come back in. So Melt, what would you like to do? He's doing some math. He slept since then.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to go. You know, I'm just going to dash because we need to get moving.
Yes, join me in the yeeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Next up is me. I'm in one. Over to a Murphy.
Snow.
Target a Murphy. It's gonna slam a Murphy.
Can you buy me dinner first?
Nope.
See,
It's gonna miss.
I've got that song from like the basketball movie from the 90s. The "Come on in, Slam, and welcome to the gym."
That's from the Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Yeah, I was
that's
like,
for
I wonder what that movie could be.
Mm-hmm. We are on to Emissary.
Yes, I will move up here and get my. I think I can go right next to him. Right there. Which has the D4 as
The one in the north.
Yeah, but it's
And it
only
has
the
to
saving
get-
throws.
Oh, so okay. Then I'll wail away at the who's the tougher one? I can't remember. Well, I mean, I'll wail away at the one that's south of Murphy. How about that? So I'll take my big old maul and I'll swing away, and I'll do it recklessly, Andrews.
Okay. Which one are you hitting at? The
The lower one.
Okay.
Yeah. So 22 with this. I think this does include my rage. I thought it did, maybe not. So two additional ones to that. So 17 points of damage. No, I take that back. Is that, yeah, but yeah, should be 17. And I think that's all I can do. So that's
Okay. It is still up, but not looking great. That leads us on to Kieran.
All right. 30 feet right here.
Hey, Kira, nice to see you.
Hey. My spear can't reach that far, unfortunately. I have the wrong pole arm.
Oh, no.
Let's
I
see
mean, you
here.
could throw it.
I do.
Yeah.
I think I already threw a +1, the other +1 I had, so I don't want to lose my other +1 spear. Let's
Which
see
one did you
here.
throw it at?
I threw it like over, like here. I think. I don't know. So around you, actually, where you are now, I think.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there. What can I do? How about his emissary looking?
I look okay. I still have like 3/4 of my health.
And you look okay too, Murphy.
Yeah, he's
okay.
good.
I'll actually just take the dodge action then.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Is my zombie up top turn, and 1 and 2. Is all he can do is move in there. Next up is my Will-O-Wisp.
There's still a Will-O-Wisps left.
Uh-huh.
So just as an aside, it's so cool because Foundry, if it knows you're blessed, it adds a D4 to it as well.
Yeah, it does.
That's so nice.
Does help.
Where's that little gremlin at?
Somewhere
down
over here,
in
I
between. He is in between everybody at the moment.
He must be invisible. Oh wait, no, he's on a tree. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He was invisible. They can do that at will. Good old Will-O-Wisps.
That's nice.
All right, I'm going to roll for this one because there are 3 of you there. So 1, 2 is Emissary, 3, 4, Kieran, 5 and 6, Zahad.
How dare you attack Zahad when he's not here to defend himself?
I didn't. I'm attacking Kieran.
You have disadvantage.
Yep. It'd actually be a straight roll because he was invisible until he attacked.
Cool.
Shock.
Please don't shock me, Mr. Will-O-Wisp.
Oh no. Is Kieran's hair as long as your hair, Aiden, or no?
Kieran actually, I think, has shorter hair than me now.
It's very curly, like in the picture, right? So it's kind of long.
Yeah. My hair's a little bit straighter.
16 to
because-
hit, Kieran.
16 will miss.
Okay, that is its turn.
I see.
And we are on to Murphy.
All right. Since everybody can spring up and are a little more agile than I was expecting, I'm gonna disengage as my action.
Okay.
I'm gonna book it to.
Yes, join the Yeet Club.
We should all
Get all the way over here. 35 feet of movement.
Fantastic.
Just zip.
Zip. And then I'm gonna bonus action cast Magic Stone to grab some more rocks. I used the last of them. While
Not a
my last
problem.
turn.
Ready. Back to the bog body. He will step forward. Actually think he is gonna do.
Oh no.
What's he doing?
Hold
I
on,
think he might have a special thing.
gotta love these new Matt Colville monsters.
They are terrifying.
That's what I'm just saying whenever I meet Matt Colville, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be harsh words.
um. He's gonna attempt to hit
Hit who?
Kieran.
Yeah,
Dis-
when you get
disadvantage.
quiet, your thing can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Hit disadvantage to hit with a slam.
Good thing I took that dodge action.
Yep. That's gonna be a miss. And a 19 at disadvantage.
19 will miss.
Okay. That is its turn. And we are on to Nasara.
I need that bog body to make me a dexterity saving throw minus 1d4 because of the mind sliver. I'm casting Sacred Flame at it.
Here. Bog body. At a wisdom. That's a 5.
Takes 5 points of radiant damage. Pew 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 pew.
Good job.
And now I yeet. Or just strafing diagonally because I don't like this guy getting that close. Not all of us have unfettered movement.
What? No. Can't walk on this? Alright,
Yeah.
this guy is going to go at Emissary. Slam at advantage. For a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. To the guy right to my left there.
Mm-hmm. He did 3 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
And go on to Zahad. Zahad is going to move 5, 10, 15. And it is now Matt's turn. What would you like to do, Melt?
Yes. No. coming in. Here, then we're going to launch guiding bolt at this one here.
Okay.
Attack, normal. Okay, I'm hoping a 20 would hit.
It does.
And some damage. Boo-boo-doo. This looks like 13. And that
And with that, that zombie goes up in flames.
Ooh. Okay then. Huzzah.
As it does more damage to it than you realize.
Good to know.
Yep.
I will be done then.
Alrighty. Next up is my corpse.
It's Chew Toy ran away.
As you guys are there, I need both Emissary and Kieran to please make a dexterity saving throw as you see this one kind of shake back and forth and the sticks and rocks and glass that are embedded in its body launch themselves at you.
That'll be a total of a 14 from me.
Okay.
Make sure to add your blessed emissary.
Ah, good idea. Oh, I think it adds it to mine
got a
already.
20,
Yeah,
yep.
I got a 20. Yeah.
Okay. So
But thank you. Yeah, I kept that last. Does it explode, Andrew? I guess.
it did not explode.
He's just throwing his glass at us.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
So 14 damage, half if you succeeded, DC of 13.
Okay, so both of us saved, so 7.
Mhm.
7.5 would be.
I think that bless.
The bless saved you, Aiden.
I actually rolled a 1, so it would have. It was.
You
I still would have saved,
saved.
but it was still very helpful.
Mhm. All right, that was
This is not my
its
forte.
turn. Emissary, you are up.
Yeah, we got hit by that thing, but I think but that's a wisp. That's right by you, Aiden. Is that right? I mean, Kieran.
Yes,
Mhm.
I believe so.
I think I will try to dispatch that thing if I can. So I will swing recklessly once again and see what I can do.
That'll hit.
26. That's good. Damages. This should, because I said I was now raged. It should include my rage damage. Whoops! What did I do? That's not the right thing. Bog body? Is that? Oh, is that what I'm hitting? Sorry. Yeah. So 12 points of damage.
To the bog body. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I guess no. I meant to hit the wisp. Oh, is that what that thing is right there? Is the bog body? That's not a wisp. That's a bog body. Yeah. Whatever is right next to Aiden.
He's got
Kieran,
two. He's
sorry.
got the wisp and.
Oh, I meant to hit the. I selected the wrong one. I meant to have the wisp get hit. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's got you applied to the wisp, so that's where it went.
Okay.
And with that, the wisp goes down.
Nice. We should probably get. I was like, I think he's intent on dispatch at least one more of these things before we're moving. But he'll look at you and see what you're gonna do, Kieran. But he's gonna hold his ground right now until you start moving.
All right, Kieran, it is your turn. There are 3 left.
All right, I'm gonna stab the bog body.
Okay.
For a total of let's see here, 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Let me roll my damage. Ooh, max. 12 points of piercing damage to it. Magical, if it matters.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Not good.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But as you did that,
Yep.
The blood splatters back on you.
All right.
And you take 5 points of acidic damage.
All right, I'm gonna hit it with the blunt of my spear now. 19 on the die.
That'll hit.
Let's see here. 9 points of damage.
Cool. As you do hit it this time, and it is going down.
But I'm still gonna take some damage.
Yep. From his acidic blood. You're gonna take another 2 points of damage. Oh, everybody's gone. Hold on. I didn't drop. You dropped. All right, everybody's coming back. Hold on. Simple. Michael. Corey. Karen.
Now,
All right.
I just wanted to make sure that thing died.
It's dead.
Yeah, that's good.
You heard you took 2 more damage.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Apparently,
I am
didn't
now
hit
officially bloodied, Andrew.
Okay. Go on stream. Everybody is on stream again.
I'm actually just gonna. I'll just stay right there for now until I see emissary move.
Okay. That. Oh, there we
Maybe
go.
if I knock out one more, I'll probably start moving. We can
Yeah.
do it
I
again.
mean, there's only these 2 left as far as we're concerned, right?
Mhm.
So you might just
Murphy,
switch these
it
two up.
is your
that's
turn.
true. Well, that's good. Yeah, no more.
All right, how are these 2 guys, the next emissary, looking?
One is looking pretty healthy. The other one is just barely hanging on. The one on the south is just barely there.
And no more have popped up since then, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You do know some of these came from a little bit ways away, so.
Okay. Murphy is going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, where he gets a good line of sight on both those guys, and he's going to make a magic stone sling attack.
Okay.
At I guess I'm going to try and get the bottom zombie.
Okay.
+7. There we go. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 10 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Alright. And with that, it goes down. Okay. Anything else, Murph?
That's all I got.
Nasara.
Well, I'm glad to know that I don't have to pull out the I'm so sorry emissary, but they all need to die card. And Kieran, because you are also in the blast radius. So we're just gonna good old fashioned Eldritch Blast, the one that's left. I'm gonna use my big fancy dice. That is a 15.
15 on the...
No, just total. 15 total on Shattered Corpse. Is that it?
It does.
Woo! Hooray for
Yeah.
mediocrity. D10. That's a 6. 6.
Okay.
Pew pew. That's it. That's all I got. I'm eating.
Good job.
Odd will eat as well. 1, 2, 3. Melt.
Yep. Continuing 5, 10. With the let's keep moving. Although, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me check over here on the spell list. I think, I think I'm just gonna call it there. We'll be done.
Okay. Wonderful. Next is the corpse for me. He's going to attempt to get back his picture. Card.
Boo.
Boo.
He did not.
Oh, that's good.
He is going to attempt to slam Emissary at advantage for a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Then we are back to you, Emissary.
I will once again swing away. I'll pull this huge maul up and I'll try to just crush him into the ground.
Do it.
I'll do it recklessly. Oh, it's only a 17 to hit. I'm not
That'll
sure if
hit.
that hits. Oh. And this again should get all the damage to... yep, gets everything. So that's 15 points of damage. Bludgeoning. Magical damage. I
Okay.
try to crush it to the ground.
Well, Kieran, you were up.
Cool. How about is it looking?
It's rough. Not quite rough and bloodied.
Okay, cool. First attack.
Get him.
Ooh, 13 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. Believe. Let's see here.
Oh, Emissary, take 3 damage, piercing
Oh, that's
damage
right.
as you hit him.
Or acid or piercing? Is it? Oh, piercing?
Yeah, piercing.
11 piercing damage to
Okay.
that gentleman.
Yep, you'll also take 3 piercing.
3 piercing.
from
How is he
the-
looking now?
Rough and bloodied and barely hanging on.
Okay, I'll just finish this off.
Yeah.
All right, next attack. My bonus action with the backside of my spear. Oh, is natural one auto miss?
It is an auto miss.
Okay, cool.
But you still take the 3 piercing for making a melee attack at him.
Okay,
Yep.
that's annoying. Yeah. All right, cool. That's my turn.
Good try.
It's literally, you make the melee attack, you get pierced.
Yep, that was the side I should have just second winded.
Murphy, you are up. 1 creature left.
All right. Murphy is just going to. He's just going to fire another sling bolt, I guess. +7. What we got? 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Roll damage. Does 8 magical bludgeoning damage.
Cool. It is barely standing.
Oh, I get it.
And Murphy's just gonna call it, all right, quit playing with it. We gotta go. And he's just gonna move the other way.
All right. Dasara, your turn.
Can I get one more deck save from him? I'm gonna Sacred Flame him.
Yeah, not a problem. 18 because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, I'm eating. Bye. Somebody else kill this thing. Melt. Heckin' Zahad.
Zahad keeps. I'm coming. Melt, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna move over here. Trying to stay in an acceptable, responsible adult range in case any accidents happen. And we're gonna toll the dead on the little dude. I think he's within 60. Let's confirm that real quick before I say such things. Yes.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Let me actually throw it on the main table there. Done. Okay, I don't know why that came up, but sure. It's weird.
16.
He saves.
Okay. Beautiful.
That's it for me.
And it's my corpse's turn. See if he recharges. Does not. Will once again attack Emissary. Slam. At advantage for a 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 4 damage. Or I guess it's 5 damage total.
So
Tempest, how could you?
What?
Tempest.
Okay. I can't control what melt. Yeah. How
No. In Foundry, Tempest
came up
is
as,
the one
yeah.
who did the damage.
Oh.
I know nothing.
Emissary, it is your turn.
Yeah, swing it away. Here we go.
Crush it.
Recklessly, 27.
hit.
Oh.
And so just 9 points of damage. So, 2 1s on that roll. That's terrible.
You will take the 3 piercing.
Yeah,
And let's see.
man, that's a worst roll.
See if I get to stay up or if I go down.
Oh, this is the
And so it is a Constitution saving throw. Did 9 damage. Normal. He stays down.
Excellent.
Yay.
Yay.
And with that, we are out of combat.
Okay. Kieran is going to quickly second wind.
Okay.
Just in case anything else happens.
Yeah.
For, let's see, 8 points of healing. So he's back up to being at the start, actually, a little bit above bloody. Look at that. And then he is going to run over and grab his spear, the other +1 spear that he found. And keep on moving.
Okay.
Is there anything we can see about the tree that's over here on the map?
Yeah, no, the tree that's on the map, it extends taller. It's about halfway up the cavern, and provides shade for a lot of the area. But it has its own light and radiance about it as you guys get closer. But other than that, there's nothing that seems to garner your attention. But Murphy, you do know that trees don't grow that big in a swamp.
No.
Detect magic? Anything?
Yeah,
Anything?
you do get things. Hold on just a second.
That's a really big tree.
Plus, we're underground in a swamp. Yeah. 400 feet down or something?
Yeah, no, it's screaming like just ooh.
No, it wouldn't scream at you. No.
In
Hmm.
Barovia, it would. Yeah.
Barovia would.
Uh-huh.
Good thing we're not Barovia. Right, Andrew?
Right, Andrew?
Right, Andrew?
I mean,
All right, as you guys are looking at this thing,
The hag comes out.
so as you look at it, Nasara, with your magic eyes, it is cloaked in white. And also hints of blue and red. The hues are neon in color.
Neon white, you guys!
Mm-hmm. Like a neon sign. So.
White. Okay.
hmm. Interesting.
Okay. So, illusion, evocation, and abjuration from a natural caster with an innate ability. Great. Love it.
Can you explain that to us?
She's kind of talking to herself.
Okay.
Talking out
Maybe discussing with Zahad and Melt because they're not. Yeah, because they're bookie people.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
At this point, kind of hearing that, Kieran will also use his healing hands feature and sort of start healing some of his wounds on himself.
Oh yeah, that's right. ASMR, right? That's right.
Yep. Wow, that was garbage healing. 3 points. Oh, healing.
Do I see like? I don't see any like obvious glyphs of warding or anything like concentrated. If you touch this, it's gonna explode magic. Feel like I know what a glyph of warding looks like.
Yeah. Well, look, Kieran,
You don't see any of that, but you do see a kind of in the distance a hue of green on the horizon.
Mm.
Is that one also neon or is it pastel or muted? And when you say the horizon, what do you mean? Because we're underground.
The swamp continues on in every direction.
When I look up, what do I see?
You see what seems to be like rolling clouds.
Oh wow!
Remember we talked about that the as you guys came down, there was like this lichen or something. Like if you didn't know any better, you would think you're above ground.
Oh wow! Okay.
Great. Cool. Is there like even a breeze? Like,
Yes.
Great.
Cool. Does the swamp itself have any colors or just big tree?
The swamp itself does have color. It has a slight green hue to it, as well as yellow and white, also neon.
So it has a slight neon green, yellow, and white. So we're not probably actually in a swamp. Because that's illusion, enchantment, and transmutation. So someone has manufactured this. And there's more manufactured something in the distance. Like, is there a particular direction or is it in every direction?
So the green that you see in the distance is more muted in color than the neon. It's just that's why it took you a second to actually see it as you're scanning the horizon, because everything else is so bright and vivid.
Andrew, can I make a Arcana? Because Jessica thinks she knows what this is, and I think Nasara should know what this is, but I want to roll for it.
You can do an Arcana or a History. Nasara's choice.
Same. Do I get advantage?
Yes.
3. $21. I think I know what this is.
You do know what this is.
Cool. Let's go to the giant tree.
Okay.
All right. Sounds easy enough.
As we're going, how bad do you look, Karen?
I mean, I'm above bloodied. I should be fine.
Okay.
Well, like, is there anything in these huts we've been walking by? Are they just empty?
Do you stop to look in them?
Yeah,
Yes.
love how no one's like, loot the bodies, loot the buildings. We're all just like safety.
As you look through it, there are multiple beds in each one. There are pots, pans, clothes, shoes, utensils. Seems like these were actual dwellings. Somebody lived in these huts.
Is everything like clean, or is it like old, or?
It's not clean because it's been a while, but it's not old. Like, you can tell stuff has been used within the last month or so.
But since then, it's been reclaimed by the swamp.
Yeah, the swamp has started to kind of reclaim everything, and so you still kind of have that muck kind of coming back in.
So there's no like algae or moss growing on any of the plates, but they're also half covered in mud.
Which fits the timeline of the individuals you found up top. They told you that the last thing they remembered was at the turn of the new year, which kind of puts into the same timeline of what it looks like this stuff was used just after that point. It's been a season.
So we think they were living down here? Is that the...
That's what I'm starting
While
to
they
gather.
were possessed?
They were living here, then something took over.
Well, I thought they said they were from Creegord.
Somebody was living here.
Well, maybe they lived down here while they had the things. Maybe.
I mean, in order for the parasites to thrive, they would need their vessels fed.
Yeah,
maybe it's all an elaborate ruse to get people to here so they can eat. I mean,
no. We said everything looks like it had been used in like last month, but not recently. They're not recently used stuff. So gather that they were possessed and they were down here since New Year's. They did not use this stuff to sustain themselves or anything.
So they're liars.
If you look, there are about a dozen or so houses. Each of them had multiple people living in them.
So there were a lot more people down here.
There were a lot more people.
There were also a lot of corpses.
That's correct. You guys have seen
true.
corpses in the water as you've been walking through.
Yeah.
Probably around 50-ish.
So do we think that those gentlemen actually were from here?
No,
or
because they said they were from
Creegord?
Creegor, right? Yeah.
Or were they lying?
I don't.
Were they being
I
dishonest?
don't think they were lying. I
They
think
didn't.
there's just more to the story we're not getting quite yet.
I suppose it is easier to say, "Oh, I'm from Creegor," than the mystical swamp in the middle of the ground.
That's very
Yeah,
true
but we-
too. So they could have been lying. Who knows?
Yeah,
Were they dressed as the people from town? Or were they dressed as like swamp dwellers? They had normal
They had normal
stuff on, right?
clothes.
they're
Yeah.
adventurers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
adventures? Yeah.
The clothes
they're
down
possessed.
here look different than
They're
what you
possessed.
guys have.
Yeah.
It's kind of muted. It's, designed to it looks like it was made from in the swamp.
So
Like
people
Murphy,
possessed.
it reminds you of kind of what your family would use in the
It
swamp
looks like
areas.
Murphy, but less colorful.
Yeah.
Is this your family, Murphy? No. So yeah, people from Creegord, they were brought here after they were possessed. Maybe they were going to come down here and then get taken over by the swamp, or something would feed on them, or something.
Or the parasites merely took shelter in the same tent we did, trying to escape the storm, and it's all circumstantial.
Forgive me, but
where exactly are we? I do not understand where this is.
We are in an artificial swamp where somewhere on the edge. I'm sure that if we go to the big tree, there'll be answers. Is this glowing wooden thing a doorstep?
My experience, big trees have big spiders.
We will mind the spiders.
I think there's a door right here.
I
I do not
guarantee
care for
you,
spiders.
we are very capable of dispatching spiders.
I didn't mean to
have
open
the
it.
utmost
I did.
faith.
I opened it.
Oh, you opened it? Okay. I was about to say. I was
Jeez.
like, I don't think I opened it, but it did open.
Opens as we approach.
A voice from the darkness. I've been expecting you, adventurers. The whole tree is a mimic.
Everybody, please make me a perception check.
Oh God.
As the tree opens.
Oh no.
Asara, at advantage.
19 for me, Andrew.
Thank goodness for that advantage. That's going to be a 16 instead
Dirty.
of a 1.
Nice.
Anybody above a 15, your nostrils, as that door opens, instantly get hit with a kind of a rotten egg and kind of iron smell, like heated iron.
Nobody has any fire, right?
And you kind of hear every so often just kind of this hard labored breathing from inside the tree, but it's enough that it moves all of the air out the opening with each exhale.
I don't like that.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I guess
I
Asara's
don't-
going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, sir, I don't know if you know this, but the undead don't breathe.
I don't like that.
That means at least someone's alive.
But I.
I'm away outside. You go figure out
I
what's going on in there.
What if it's a
Matt.
living tree and you just walked in its mouth?
Well, it invited us, didn't it? It opened.
Be
Anyway,
very rude.
it would be rude to defy the invitation. Where, magic eyes, do I see anything? Like, I'm illusioned and don't want something like undead coming to eat my face off?
In the middle of this tree, there is about probably 60-foot area of just pure white neon.
Cool.
Oh, there's an opening over here.
Can I, like, is it, so, light, eyes on, 60 foot of neon, eyes off, is it a pillar? Like, what is it?
No, it's nothing. It's just an
I-
empty space.
As I walk towards the empty space, does the breathing get louder?
It does.
Like 60 feet tall area?
Like,
I guess we're not seeing this. She's seeing this.
Yeah.
I mean, should I go check it out? I mean, looks like maybe stairs.
Oh, I see.
Are there stairs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's-
there
There's
are
stairs
multiple
in
levels.
back, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's. How do upstairs? How do up the stairs?
I think the entrance is over here. Oh, I think the stairs might be too thin for my 5-foot square self to walk in.
Andrew, I'm just guessing from the way it looks. What we're seeing here is just tables arranged along
Mhm.
the. Okay.
You guys investigate going up the stairs and around, looking through, and find nothing.
Okay.
So when we go up, can you go in the middle? Or is the middle
No, the middle
only
is
down?
always open. Yep.
Okay, so is there a down to the middle? Even on the ground floor?
Even on the ground floor.
So those are both up then.
I want to go back to the ground floor. Heck it, okay? Where are you? We're not going to hurt you. Probably. Not if you don't hurt us first. Or insult the Lord Marquis. As I'm glancing at Emissary.
You all hear in a raspy voice, I have lost everything. It
I've been there,
done
matters not anymore.
So you say that. We see the devastation. We're here to help? Question mark. As I look between my colleagues, we were sent to search out missing people. And this looks like a place where people are missing.
It
So
kind
we
of
are here
depends.
to aid you.
What are you exactly?
With that, is everybody in the tree, or are there people still outside the tree?
Murphy and Zahad are still outside the tree.
Okay. With that, the
Keeping
door
watch.
slams shut.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
And
I told not everybody to go inside there at once. It looked like a trap.
and the illusion drops. And in front of you is an ancient black worm.
When you say
I
worm,
see.
do you mean
Like a
like
dragon?
worm, or do you mean like worm? Like, are we talking sandworm, or are we talking dragon worm?
Dragon worm.
Okay.
And you can see there is blood, pools of it all over the floor,
Immediately
coming
cure
from
wounds.
the dragon.
Immediately cure wounds. Immediately dumping all of my healing light into this person.
You see a little bit of life come back to him, but he is still moments from death's door. And those of you
Where the
that
dying?
as you guys are there, those that are seeing this can make an intelligence check to finally understand what the swamp is.
Yes, please. I would like that. I would like that a lot.
That's 6.
Nasara, you can make it at advantage because you know more than you have told at this point.
That's
I am inspirationing the ever-loving crap out of that because I needs to know.
dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
I feel like I already know what this
That's
is.
better. Okay.
With a 22 melt, you know that dragons, when in an area, affect said area. So the swamp and all the magic that was neon is this dragon's magic, creating said swamp down here. Nasara, you know more of what's going on here.
Do. And I'm just like kind of freaking out because this lovely, beautiful, ancient, immortal, freaking dum-dum is wasting his strength projecting a giant swamp instead of focusing on getting better so that he doesn't commit the unalive.
You also know he doesn't have a choice on that. That's just part of it. You also know that you have 2 individuals outside as you guys are doing that the door had shut to. If you want to try to get them in for this.
I would go and I'll go and try to get the door open so Zahad can.
I'll look at Nasara and I'll say, you know, I know that's probably not what you want to happen, but I could always put it out of its misery. I'm assuming
Nasara just gives you the
Murphy,
dirtiest look.
Come inside, please.
You swear
the absolute dirtiest look,
Like-
as if you have spoken blasphemy.
Oh, there's
Kieran just
Well,
looks straight at
let's-
you.
Let me put this out there. So I know from D&D terms, black dragons are evil. In Vyatryx, that is not the case at this point. Dragons are just dragons. A color means nothing more than what type it is and what magic has affected it. You have some that are bad, that do things out there, but for the majority, dragons come from Sidu's realm. And then they explored and ventured and got transformed by other magics. A black dragon comes from Caden's realm.
Yeah.
The swamp, the ooze.
Me saying I could put it out of its misery is not me saying it's
Right.
evil. It's me saying,
Yeah.
hey,
It's
it's
hurting.
dying.
It's dying. We could end its suffering. I saw Michael, and it
Yeah.
was Michael's.
No.
Michael was
No.
thinking
That's
D&D
fair.
terms, and so I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to
Yeah.
to remind that that
This is your people, Sidu, sir.
Thank you. That was much needed clarification.
Yes.
Good enough.
Yes. All dragons spring from Sidu, the air element, and then ventured out and got changed by the other planes. So, and this one is probably extremely old. As some of the wounds kind of close Nasara, you kind of see him breathe a little bit
I got
easier.
potions too.
Yeah.
I've got potions. I will spend all of my healing if it saves this black dragon's life, because this is like above Zahad, like in the
Pecking order.
whole,
Yeah.
like this is an important person, whoever they are.
You see her lift her head slightly to you, Nasara, with kind of a weak smile, and she states, "There's not much of a point. They took my little one."
Who took them? Who took your child?
The ones who did this. As she kind of gestures to herself and to out.
Do you know what they looked like? Did they have a name that they went by? Where they might have gone? All is not lost. We can help.
Andrew, does this look like is this she's taking damage over time type of thing, or is the better sticking?
The better seems to be sticking.
Okay.
But it also, there's something else going on. It's almost like she's given up.
She's lost the will to fight.
Okay.
As you ask the question of names and things, she says the only name that was mentioned was Alaric.
History.
Sure.
I'd like to roll on that.
13?
An off chance?
Yeah, you can roll one at Melt. Nasara, you have never heard that name before in your life.
Maybe. I'm fresh out of like reroll things, so yeah, no, that's just gonna be what it is.
You can't give up, my lady. If you do, then all the clues that we have to find your child will die with you. You have to fight. I know that you are in pain, but we need your help to save your child and to save what's left of your people. This place cannot exist without a shepherd. As I'm looking at her,
as you say this to her, you see. Actually, let's everybody else make me a perception check.
Okay.
I want to see what you all glean from this interaction.
Okay.
4.
Come on, big money. No.
Kieran's just like, yep, this is just a normal day of talking to a black dragon.
Kieran's actually probably zoned out right now, just kind of
this-
staring at the dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kieran, I think you're more or less lost in a memory.
Yeah.
Emissary, you're out of your element.
Yep.
I mean, Melt, 13. Dragons are very secretive. You're more kind of in shock of just the majesty of this great worm. As you're looking, Murphy, this is probably the first time you've seen a dragon of this size. It's probably not the first time you've seen a black dragon, as you live in the swamp. As those tend to be kind of things that live there, but never one of this magnitude. And so just kind of in awe of that, especially as a druid. Yeah.
Didn't know they got that big.
Yeah. Nasara, you see a slight twinkle in the dragon's eye. And you feel as if she nods slightly. She says, well then, if that is the case, then introductions are in order. My name is Iso, the patient.
Do I recognize that name? No, that's fine.
Iso the patient.
Who do I have the pleasure of entertaining as guests in my home?
Well, the most esteemed of us, the Lord Zahad Marquis, a million names. Our emissary could do a much better job of introducing him.
It is
okay,
Marquis.
I guess that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marquis Regnier Axios Oculo Zahad
Yeah, that guy.
from
And emissary, his right-hand man, and Murphy, our little swamp guy.
You don't know my last name, do you?
Mustard seed.
There you go. Say
Yes.
say it right.
And Kieran, I do not know your last name. I apologize. And Melt, also don't know your last name.
Demasio and Silver Mark.
It is Silvermark. I am.
Very, very good emissary. I'm so glad you've been taking notes. And
I have read their dossiers.
very good.
I didn't know he had a last name
Sorry.
either. I thought it was Melt, like Cher or something.
Thank you, Murphy.
And I am Nasara, and it is a pleasure to meet you, Lady Iso, the patient. We are humbled to be guests in your home and hope to, in fact, be of more use than that. Please stay with us and fight.
Indeed.
I will try. As she sits there, and once you can see she's trying to cultivate some of her magic, and it's taking time, but eventually she breaks the silence and says, "Let me tell you what happened." And as she says that, she exhales as Nasara, you see a white fog, neon in color, come out and off of her. The rest of you do not see this, but all of your vision begins to fade and come back, and you see through the eyes of Iso as she is flying above the swamp, free, and you see a young black dragon flying next to her. And then you see a net, 2 nets from the above them fall, and they both fall to the ground. And then the vision goes dark for a minute and wakes back up as you see the people scrambling and fighting, some trying to pull the ropes off of ISO, others being attacked by hooded figures. You recognize the hoods of the individuals from the tent. And you see the people pulling off of the strings of the net, falling one after the other, bodies floating in the river. You can feel the agony and pain as ISO is sharing a memory with you all of the fall of her swamp. And then you hear a bleeding, almost scream as she lifts her head, and you see the young black dragon being taken away out of shot as one of the hooded individuals stabs a dagger deep into the side of ISO. And then after all the bodies had been slain, she's still lying there underneath the net. She eventually frees herself and pulled herself into the tree. As your eyes come back, ISO's breathing has become shallow as she has fallen asleep, exhausted.
How in the world are parasites organized enough to take down an adult dragon?
Put enough people
And
together, you can take down anything.
But why would the infected be interested? How would they know about this place?
Good question. I mean, they
And
are
where did
parasitic, aren't they? Maybe connected,
Yeah.
smart, intelligent.
Maybe they inherit the thoughts of their host.
Do I remember being like part of a hive mind or something when I was controlled?
Give me a history check or an arcana, either one.
21.
You do remember, especially when you lost control, that there was a big force directing everything, and you knew what the others were going to do before they did them. So there was this kind of sentience behind it.
Well, I'm going to say it out loud. The bunch of infected folk with parasites probably took the dragon to infect it.
How recent was this?
I mean, everything's been disheveled. We said a month?
A season. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, a season's 3 months?
It's about 80 days if
they
remember looking at everything.
They've had time to travel.
Yeah, a season is 78 days. So according to the calendar, the celebration of the new year was the last thing that those that were infected remembered.
Okay.
So they do not remember any of Driston. which fits the timeline of what Murphy saw in the homes, how long things had been kind of unused.
Well, I'm assuming you all want to hunt down that, or find that dragon. Not necessarily use hunt down as a word there, but find that dragon. I'm guessing Nosara.
It is important.
Well,
This
it's
place
not
is
exactly off
important.
mission.
I would tend to agree as well. This seems to be
I think
our
this is
site.
another case of
Hmm?
disappearances. Yeah.
Yes. The two may intertwine, and dragon seems to be a fair site. Different than my past interactions with dragons would be. So I'm inclined to
Yeah, you
help.
could say that.
Yeah, anytime we're not getting eaten by a dragon is a good one. So I'll take that. Yeah. So what's the consensus here? Are they gonna make it?
Oh, you mean dragon?
Yeah. How's it looking?
The problem isn't necessarily physical. Well, she is physically injured. It's more a matter of her will. She is a dragon. If they are immortal creatures, if she had something to fight for, if she had any hope left. And
Well,
I'm hoping that perhaps we can provide assistance in that regard.
Just as another fact checking thing here, while this conversation is going on, I'm going to take 10 minutes to ritual cast detect poison and disease on the dragon.
Yeah. Could we look for the spot where the dagger was plunged into her, see if it's still festering, like it never healed up? Yeah.
As you all do that, you melt get a lingering sense of something. It's not so much a poison, but it seems to be some kind of disease.
Okay.
Because black dragons are immune to poison.
Okay.
But as you guys kind of search, there is a spot basically underneath her right hind leg where it is still basically about a 4-inch incision that still seems to be open. And everybody's gone. Hold on, everybody's coming back here. Simple. And Michael. Corey. Coming back. Still on stream. Show on stream. Emissary is Tim. Show on stream. I got everybody back. Okay. Beautiful. But you do see that incision, and it is red and festering. Yeah. Something is keeping it from healing.
Okay. Okay. I may try and medicine that in a little bit, but yeah, it's I'm very curious.
Can I search for the circle, Andrew?
Yes.
What do I gotta roll? Is this an investigation?
It'd be an investigation.
18.
As you look around, you find there is a hidden door leading down. There are stairs going down and into a room, and you see the room with the transportation circle inscribed into the floor.
Does it look dormant?
It has not been used in a long time. About probably over a season.
Cool.
Did anybody else follow her as she started looking around.
I assume I'm busy checking out Dragon.
Probably.
I don't think so.
I might just go down if she's going by herself just to keep her safe. I'd probably go down with her.
Yeah, as we are at this place that none of us have ever been, and I just like walk over to a wall and push a button and make a door appear. Like,
That's unusual.
Do I know how those things work, Andrew? Like,
You do. You don't have the ability to do it.
Fine. Rude.
That is not in your abilities. You chose.
Rude.
You chose.
I know.
You chose.
Is there any other emergency message system? Heckin'. Dang it.
Make me a history check at advantage.
22.
You know that in your schooling, the escape plan, always, if something happened, the shepherd was to escort across the boundary.
Yes, but what if the shepherd is dead? I know the shepherd's not supposed to die. That's what makes them the shepherd.
They were never taught a different contingency.
This is what I get.
Sounds like bad planning.
No, it's Nasara didn't finish her schooling. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay. Don't like any of this.
Those that have been seeing all this, please make me an insight check. Nasara, you may make a deception or a persuasion.
Would I have the wherewithal to guidance myself?
Yes.
That's an 18 for me.
Ooh.
That is so cute.
Yeah, you have a stupid high charisma.
Oh.
I mean, Andrew, if you want to come look at the dice.
I got a 13.
Oh, Mel, I can't beat that, Mel.
Nice.
I mean, they haven't asked me anything yet, so.
No.
But you're doing things and trying to not give away. Melt. You've been watching Nasara do this now for a better part of probably half a day. She knows more than she has said. She is finding things that are hidden. She is muttering under her breath. Her demeanor has changed as things started to be. You guys discovered more things. She's relaxed more, but also become more determined and doing things that none of you guys could find.
Sure. Nasara.
Like you guys went looking everywhere. Nobody found this hidden staircase down. Nasara went right to it and went down, and Nasara's gone.
Nasara. Yeah, I go figure.
She gets confronted once, and all of a sudden she's just gone.
Yeah. He's gonna be. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you can corner me while I'm in the basement drawing the circle. I have
Nasara.
I have a pen.
Nasara. I seem to remember you giving me words of wisdom not too long ago of it's probably not best to hide things from others, and I seem to have come clean with my givens, or at least you know what? They're angry with me at home. What do you want me to do? I took a book.
How big
those are words that you could probably use right about now.
Melt volume. I'm trying to draw.
They're really loud down there, Murphy. I see what's really going on down there.
Are you coming to me alone, or did you bring backup?
Huh?
I think
how
Emissary's
many-
still down there.
How many
I'm
people
sorry,
are part of this intervention?
forth.
If you are downstairs, I'm shouting this. I'm putting this down the stairs, down the
Okay,
ladder.
so it's just me and Emissary at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
I'm-
what
What
I
is-
am doing.
I'm gonna turn
What
to
is he
a-
referring to?
turn to Syrian and the dragons. Like, I'm sure they'll be back up here in a little bit.
I thought the dragon was asleep.
Yeah, the dragon's basically
drag-
asleep at this
The
point.
dragon's good night, and I would appreciate it if someone would stop shouting so that she can sleep. Rude.
Rude.
Rude. As I'm
Rude.
like inking and quilling on my parchment.
You're one to
crossing
say.
out,
You're one to
scribbling.
talk.
Mel, please come downstairs if you intend to talk with her.
Fine.
So I'm like doing all the symbols and the sigils and the circle and trying to copy it so that whenever we can get to somewhere where there's a teleportation person,
Okay.
they can help.
So, feel like sharing?
Not particularly, but I don't feel like you're gonna let this go. So
I
if you'll do
mean-
me, hey, look at me.
Uh-huh.
If you'll do me a favor and go in that book of yours,
Which book? Oh,
the
you
one
mean
the one you don't have anymore, because I don't know you switched it out.
which? If it's the latest book that I got, I still have that.
No, the other one. The first one you got. That
The one
we
I
all-
have is Protectors of the Realms.
Yeah, I don't know you have that one because you switched it since the
No.
last time you've had your book out in public.
No, that's the last one.
Well, yes, that
Yes,
was
but
the
the
last
one before that was entitled The
Yeah, that was the
Horizon
one
Walkers.
that's the one she
Oh,
wants.
Yeah, no, I did not.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nasara doesn't know that you've switched them out.
Which book? Well, yeah, at that point, it's like, but what book are you talking? Which one? I've got I got this one that is Protectors of the Realms. Like, are you? And it does touch lightly on. And he looks back up the ladder. It might be a worthwhile venture to check and see if she's brought. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Is that the one you're referring to?
Not particularly, but it might be helpful.
The other one, it's by the same author as the one I had previously, if that's the one you were referencing. He will rattle off the name of the other book. And
That one. That one. That's
Oh.
that one. That
Oh.
one is the one I'm talking about.
oh,
So
I don't have that one anymore.
How bad, like in my schooling, how bad is it to talk to outsiders about this shit? This interesting stuff I'm not allowed to tell people about. How big of a taboo is that?
I mean, it was a huge one, but at the same point, you are in an instance where
This is an emergency for the protection of the realm. So, congratulations. You're all being conscripted by the Horizon Walkers on behalf of me. Hello. Thank you for joining us here today, my fellow adventurers. So the short story is that out there, and I point to the swamp, is a weak point in the plains. If you walk too far out into the swamp, you will end up in Caden's realm.
Oh.
That dragon
Oh.
is protecting this place.
Oh.
And if she dies, who knows what's going to cross the boundaries?
She's one of them.
We need to find her child and get word back to the elders so that they can send a revitalization team to this node. But I don't know how the teleportation circle works.
Oh gosh. Like,
I
yep, no,
So-
books are coming to life for Mel right now. It's like, nah.
I would be concerned about being exiled, but I kind of sort of already am. So, congratulations, you're conscripted. How do you feel about arranged marriages? We'll get to that later. Can any of you use a bow?
I would prefer not.
You are all as disappointing as me then.
I hold up a hand crossbow. Does this count?
That is not really what we're going for here.
Okay.
However, A for effort, Mr. Melt.
I mean, I don't know what's going on here anymore.
We're panicking. That's what's going on here.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this lady's probably mentioned in my book because I remember where it said something about weak points and people protecting them.
Yes, back up just a moment. Yes.
It's very interesting we haven't run into an ooze.
So you are a Horizon walker, Sarah, is that correct?
No, not in so
but
many
the
words.
dragon is one of the
Yes.
Horizon walkers,
Yes.
protecting the weak point between
I was
lanes.
supposed to be one, and things went not so well with me. But that's okay.
But you were still employed by these Horizon walkers?
Oh, absolutely not. I failed out of school.
Ah,
but desperate times call for desperate measures, and I see a desperate time right in front of me. So here we are. We preferably need to get the attention of the central leadership so that, again, they can send a revitalization crew to this node. However, I don't know how to do that with the shepherd in critical condition.
It is likely that Marquis Ahad would know how to do this. We could confer with him. I'm sure he could offer some advice.
Does Marquis Ahad know how to do this, Andrew?
He is not down here. He
Yeah,
has not
he
heard
is-
any of this.
He is
Right now
cleaning
it
off
is it is Melt and Emissary.
his shoes were
downstairs
quite
with you.
muddy.
I truly, emissary, I hope that he does, because this is
Marquis Ahad is a
very
great
close
man.
to the worst case
I'm certain.
scenario. We're not quite there. You know, there aren't. I mean, there was a veritable army of undead out there that we thankfully slew, but it's hard to tell if that's because undead isn't really Cadence thing, so I'm pretty sure that it was just the people who are here got turned by the but
mild manner of concern. On examining the Mistress ISO upstairs, that wound is just not healing, and there's some sense that there's probably a disease somewhere there. I don't know exactly what. I cannot able to really suss that out, but there's something probably there, and I don't know that I can necessarily fix it with the blessings that Cedu has currently given me.
But yet Nasara has a way to, or you lack a way to contact people who could help this shepherd issue.
This is the way. This is the way we contact people to help. This right here. And as you can see, it is dormant, and I cannot activate it. I didn't get that far in school.
You should have stayed in school longer then.
Okay.
You know, Emissary, I tried really hard. So thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome. But perhaps if Sahad does not know how to reactivate this, then he has some connections, I'm sure. He knows a great many people that could assist us.
The less people who know about this, the better.
Okay.
There's always the possibility that we...
This is a secret? I was not aware of any of this, so perhaps it is a secret that should be kept hidden. Is that correct? I'm uncertain why you wish to. If there's an important place, we should have people to help, right? We can contact others who can assist us in saving this dragon in this place. Yes, Master Silvermark?
This is a secret. We want as few people to know about this as physically possible, while also maintaining the health and safety of the shepherd, because we do not want the knowledge of this specific location to be publicized.
Yeah, I understand. I think I
It
understand.
would be bad to have unsavory or nefarious individuals take advantage of the closeness of the plains in this particular location.
I believe I understand where you are coming from.
Thank you. However, again, desperate times do call for incredibly desperate measures.
So, what is the next step?
The next step
Mr. Sar?
is the next step logically should be that we get help for Lady Iso.
Yes.
The next step after that is finding her child and returning them to her. Because
True.
What you find down here?
As
Um,
comes walking down the stairs.
A
will say,
magic
actually,
circle that's turned
yes.
off. You
Yep.
don't happen to know a teleportation spell, do you?
No, can't say that I do.
Before Murphy actually made his way down there, Kieran would actually pose a question to him as they're having their conversation down there.
Okay.
As I'll say, Mr. Mustard Seed, have you ever been this close to a dragon before?
Once.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
Oh well, I was telling y'all on the carriage down here how party members just drop off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well there's one time we was wading through this muddy hole off down in this gully, a couple hills down on yonder, and well, darn, this thing turns out to be a dragon nest. Not quite as big as this one, but yeah, like I told you on the carriage right over, you just gotta be faster than the guy next to you, because dragons are faster.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I guess I can kind of feel your pain. He kind of questions a little bit. I've lost some people to dragons before, some loved ones.
Yeah. Well, comes and goes,
Yes. I'm just saying, Nassar is lucky to say the least. And I will start heading down the stairs.
Back to Murphy asking what you
Yep.
found down here. Tara asking if he knows how to turn on a teleportation circle.
Mr. Murphy, would you happen to know anything about diseases in your repertoire of like rustic and sometimes dirty healing rituals?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, do we know exactly what's wrong with the dragon?
Some lingering disease. I'm not exactly sure as to what. That's kind of why I'm
Kieran, you can make a history check
trying to make
at
a group
advantage.
think.
History and advantage. Okay.
Well, I do believe that whatever's going on,
That'll
with
be a
this dragon
17
may
for
be
me.
beyond our scope. I do have. I mean,
Kieran,
I
you do
could-
know. Sorry, Murphy. Kieran, you do know there are weapons designed to slay dragons. They may not do a ton of damage immediately, but if they connect and certain conditions are met, they can be fatal over time.
Yeah. All right. I keep that to myself for now.
well, if we are certain it is a disease, I could have a spell ready by tomorrow, but I gotta prepare it overnight and stuff.
It might not hurt. Most of what I could petition CDU for is not necessarily helpful for what I think ails the dragon.
Yeah, something tells me this may be way out of our league, but
That might very well be the case, but nothing
I think in the
ventured.
meantime, we should probably get some word out, right?
Uh,
This seems like a big deal.
Good
Aren't
luck
these
doing
big
that.
dragons supposed to be like I don't know, planar guardians or something? I don't know.
They are, and it is a big deal, comma, however, we do not want a bunch of people to suddenly know where this dragon's home is, essentially.
Who do we tell then? You seem to know an awful lot.
Well, if I could work this circle, it wouldn't be a problem.
Who are you trying to get a hold of? That's forget the circle. I can't help with the circle, but I can get a message to somebody. I mean, as long as they're like within a day.
When you
work.
say somebody, what do you mean?
I need like a rough physical description and like a name or something. I don't know.
What about proximity?
How secret do you want this to be?
I'm trying to figure out if you can get a message to another continent.
Another continent? That's probably a little too far away. I was thinking like the next closest city. Like the
A
one
message
we came
to another
from.
continent? What are you thinking here, Nasara? That's funny. You really think we're gonna get help from another continent over here?
I do think that there is one specific person who would help us from another continent in this very specific situation. Yes,
Tell you what.
Indeed.
We can daisy chain this. Well, what we'll do is we'll send a message to the city, to somebody that can work this magic circle or has one close to it, and then
That
send
is a
your
grand
message
idea.
for you.
I need you, and I'm going to prestidigitation like a little mini version of the principal of the magic school. I need you to send a message to this man to contact.
Hold on. But before you, let me get something to take this down with, and I'm gonna expend my last wild shape to instead summon my familiar, who is going to take the form of a raven.
Okay.
Would point out one thing as soon as you start describing things. I believe that the distance may be a problem on that. Because
it's just to what is that place we came from?
Abkirk.
I thought that the principal was in Druntachin.
No, I'm talking about the principal of the school in Abkirk. My brother went there briefly. Ask me how I know.
Okay.
I do not remember this sir's name, but he is the principal of the school. And I need you to tell him, and if possible, include this circle. And I need you to tell him to contact Trag Swifttooth's parents and let them know the way is open. The horizon calls. And this circle. And that's all I need.
Okay, Ulysses, you get all that? And then my crow familiar just kind of, it's full pink, by the way. A full pink familiar crow, and he just like cocked his eyes. The way is open. Got it. And
did you get Trag Swifttooth's parents? The way is open. The horizon calls. This circle.
Trag Swifttooth. Parents. The way is open. Got it.
We're putting our faith into a bird. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. I am walking up the stairs.
Yeah. Sounds like this is dealt with. We'll leave them to deal with this, and let's continue our mission, I suppose.
Then after she says it a couple times, I cast Animal Messenger on my familiar to record exactly what she says verbatim to transmit upon delivery.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but wasn't it getting it kind of late in the day when we were like the torrential downpour and us doing this?
It was.
Didn't we just rest before we came down here?
Yes, you did.
Oh, we did. Never mind then.
Yep.
Never mind. We
But
are
you-
fresh day.
You are at this point. It has been probably about 3/4 of the day, just between walking through the swamp, the fight, the discovering of everything that you found.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I suppose we should take a rest.
It'd be a good spot for it, and that way we can keep an eye on our injured dragon here. And if we are going to be bedding up here, I will throw all the remaining spell slots I have into healing.
Let me go and grab Nassar before she gets too far.
I am looking for a snake. Any snake. We are in a swamp. There's gotta be a snake around here. I am using my once a day casting of animal friendship. I am calling out to a snake.
Okay. A snake eventually does come.
Any snake, preferably one that looks like it's been here
Mhm.
for a while.
Yeah.
We cast that on the dragon, Melch?
Yep. If we are bedding down for the night, I'm putting my spells into that.
So can I also use my once a day casting of suggestion to ask the snake what direction the invaders went to with the dragon, the small itty bitty dragon?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I am postle mouthing the heck out of this random black snake, and just we're hissing it up over here. Just
Yep. Emissary, as you come out, you see Nassara doing this, and the snake, as you finish, Nassara looks up at the rope ladder.
I'll just watch in silence.
that is not super helpful information, but I will thank the snake.
I mean, he tried his best.
At least we didn't.
He's
Yeah.
got
They-
an intelligence of 1. He's doing his best, you guys.
He's trying his hardest, man.
Well, they could have walked off into like another plane, I guess. So at least we know he's in the material plane.
Yeah, at least we know they're not in another plane, or else we have a whole nother problem here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pat boot the snoop and let it be.
It curls, kind of gives you a hug,
Oh, sweet baby.
and then slithers off.
Nassar, were you communicating with that snake? Did it give you a hug? Like it wrapped its tail around you and gave you a kiss on the
Nobody
cheek.
says anything about the bright pink monstrosities that come out of the small Mr. Murphy. But
I
you're
look-
going to get onto my case about a snake.
I just,
giving me a hug.
I stare at her and I really
There was
look
a
at her
pink
really good.
raven.
I'm gonna just really, I'm gonna just stare at her and just take in all of her features. Can I do a perception?
Yeah.
And
I
really,
look
just take her all in.
pristine. I
Yep.
look as perfect as
I'm
I
looking at her
did
face
when
and
we
her
left.
eyes.
Yep.
I look as perfect as the moment we left Abkirk
Yep.
Oh,
3 days ago.
No, just an 8. No, it's not.
Yep. Yeah, her clothes are
great, yeah.
perfect, not ripped. Her hair is in perfect order. Everything is pristine. There is no swampness on anything. There is no water on her clothes. Nothing.
She says that, and I'll just
She is as perfect as if she just walked out of Zahad's house on the morning of starting the trip.
Yeah. I try to take that all in, but yeah, I don't really perceive all of that well. I just nod at her when she says all the crazy stuff about what Murphy's doing and everything. But
My skin is clear, my teeth are white and straight, and my makeup is on point. There is no humidity anywhere. No frizz, no frill, everything's fine in the tree.
Perhaps you should come back inside and rest.
We are
Sorry.
going in the tree.
As you guys walk back into the tree, we zoom out of the swamp, and you see the pink raven flying towards Apkirk. And that is where we will end this evening. Until next time, I hope all your games are as filled with as much shenanigans as ours are. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.